Okay. Um, you've seen my last few videos, and it's just been a lot of validations. And the more I'm like still alive, the more I'm able to comprehend and process things as little as I can now. It's like more time, just the more validation, more humiliating for things for these people who try to create this fantasy. I'm a target individual. Obviously, I know what that means. It means I'm a human subject, and these governmental entities in the intelligence community and DoD specifically are implementing these extremely advanced weapons that are basically technology that can basically not only manipulate your organs and do things to your organs in a ways that is remote, extremely sophisticated, but also have the ability to somehow start controlling your brain, manipulating your thoughts and your memories. They do so much things to you in regard how you think. You don't think the same way. You don't have perceptions that changed. The thoughts are changed. Memories are changed. You're no longer able to be yourself in the sense of as a being that thinks for themselves. That even your memories, everything is just rewired in different ways. And this technology is extremely sophisticated. I think they call it synthetic telepathy. And also you hear V2K, voice to skull. And that's when you hear these people interacting with you, and the interactions that you hear sound like they're coming from somewhere very close. But it doesn't just come into your ear. It's like this technology can just directly implant those interaction into your brain. It's actually old technology, and they've been utilizing it for a while in different fashion, but it's things that they can do. And it's actually more simple than thought. But you can imagine at the level of Department of Defense. And we, human subjects, are the reason why this technology is this advanced. It's been implemented on human in order to continuously advance this technology. It's a machine learning technology that appears that more human beings utilize in these ways, the better this technology gets, like any other machine learning type of technology. It seems like the more samples, the more data it gets, the better it is to adjust for whatever it needs to be done. In this case, is to manipulate people in disturbing ways. On us, target individual, we're creating into a worse way. We are thinking the worst way. They try to break us down. Obviously, there could be positive aspect of this technology if it was applied for the positiveness of what it can do. But with us, it's just completely negative. It's to break us down. Sometimes what they do, even with the technology that does things to your organs, they make you sick and then fix you. Like, not even fix you, but you feel better all of a sudden. It's like they're the one making you feel like whatever bad you feel, and then feel better. You're truly a guinea pig. And then you have these perps. Those are human civilians, right? Their job is to try to paint this picture that is so falsified, and try to get you to accept this falsified reality, right? That this is anything but this large government using you as a human subject. And they tell them things that are just random. Oh, we are at war. You're not at war. These people do horrible things to people. Even infants, right? Even women. And they're consistently doing that. It's not like just like an a casualty of war, or like somebody who just like accidentally got shot. No, they are literally targeting women and their children. Like, they are the target. They're saying that they are at war with even this child. They are at war with this single woman, single mother. So we're just guinea pigs. But the way these perps who are civilians, who are contracted to do this, the way they have been trying to trick themselves into like doing these foul things is just telling themselves they're like a war when they're just contracted. And matter of fact, in one, I was reading one of these document about background check that this like DoD have to do. There's so much, they contract so many people that it's not feasible to do a background check on all these people they contract, because for the weapon development programs, they need to get so many people that it's just so too many people, right? And so these are the kind of people they have to contract, because this is a weapon development, or perhaps technology development, but used as a weapon. And so they try to paint themselves in every way. It's so disturbing. The humiliation of reality is these people involved in this program know that what they've done to people, include what they're doing today, is to torture even children. Kids are like, they use, obviously, for any machine learning technology, you need different type of people. You need young people, babies, you need older people, you need all races. That is part of how you have to improve any machine learning technology. Samples from all kind of culture, so babies are also targeted. Children are also targeted. And what does it mean? It means that the torture I'm experiencing, they have done that to children. And the way they trick themselves into like kind of block out reality is like, oh, we chose you though. It's like, what do you mean? So you're saying that you have the choice to choose a child? You have the choice you have the choice. So you know that this program that allows you to choose me is torturing children, which is the reason why they do this thing to me. The only way they can do this thing to me is to be involved in a program that tortures children. They have tricked themselves into like blocking out the reality of what they're part of. And with me, it's been a psyop of this falsified feminism. Oh, I just heard the news about some woman in Texas. She's pregnant, but she needs to get an abortion because the fetus is something's wrong with it, to the point where she will die if she gives birth. So she needs to get an abortion, or giving birth to this fetus or keeping the fetus will kill her. And this fetus will not turn into, the baby will die too. So everybody will die. She's going to court in Texas to try to get an abortion, even in this case where her life and the fetus is in danger. The fetus is not going to make it. She's not going to make it if she gives birth. But because this law, this abortion rights, has been removed, and in Texas it's almost impossible to get an abortion, even in circumstances like that, where life and death, like the death of this woman is almost certain, and the death of this fetus will be certain if she tried to give birth of that fetus. And so the reason why I'm saying this is the psyop that's around me is to try to present themselves as this like femme fatale feminist, when in reality, who put me in this program donated enough money to be recognized as one of the top donors to help end this abortion rights, which now has turned this country so backward that in Texas, the big state, you can't even get an abortion unless you have to go to courts, even if your life is in danger and the baby's life is non-existent. And they still try to be like, oh no, it's our world. Like, you're such a fraud. I'm glad that you get humiliated by reality every day. This is a sign and warnings of what is expected. You somehow, some godly sign, has just humiliated reality. Of course, I know the world it is this entity's world. But those entities too, there's been an expose about an article about how much pedophilia is going on in these agencies. There's been patterns of pedophiles in these agencies, like Catholic Church level. That bad. But those entities are powerful, super powerful. There is actually their world. That's why they're so powerful that they can empower these losers to be gods. And I see this woman who just like saying it because they have created this facade. There's this new ad of CIA saying they're being mocked because they try to create this woke ad and present themselves as this woke people. It's like, we know this agency are not woke. They do think they can do the worst things ever. But these people doing these things to me try to be cool about, like, it's our laptop. We're going to implant child porn. Our bad. And you know how disgusting it is knowing that they're trying to present this facade of like feminist, like strong, fierce, like femme fatale. But your bad is people are wondering why you, the entities that empowers you, have so much problem with pedophilia that in 2010 there was an article from Globe, Boston Globe, the same organization that was writing this piece about the Catholic Church, about how many the pedophilia issue going on there. They had another piece in 2010 about this random operation called Operation Flicker, where immigration and other like agencies like that were doing this operation, investigating this child porn website that is they were, the people doing that were people from outside the country, but the clientele was inside this country. So that's why they did this. That's why Homeland, instead of like the FBI or anything, were the one doing this investigation. What they end up finding out, a significant number of clientele were working in the Pentagon. When I mean significant, 5,000 plus. That's in 2010 when this article comes out. In 2016, there's a new director. He's trying to implement a new clearance and way to examine computers, because he's in the DSS. The DSS is the Defense Security Service. What they do is to ensure that the assets from the DoD are all secure, that nobody can compromise those assets, that there's not going to be moles and try to like go in and get information and steal weapon information, things like that. So they have to make sure they keep track of people working there, because somebody can filter in again and do things to compromise those entities, stealing information, doing this thing. This guy, that's the basic here. Examining computers that are provided by the Department of Defense IT to this employee. He is shocked, but on those computers, they find out there's so many child porn on those computers that the IT, the government IT owned devices are being used to download child porn. He's like, maybe what we should also do is, if they're doing that on the IT computers, maybe we should go to the private computers. He is shocked. It's so unbelievable that he's like, the amount of child porn I'm seeing is just crazy. Now, these bottom feeders, they try to be fierce. Oh, we're going to plant child porn. It's like, yes, this is on par with the problem that you guys have. And they try to use the feminism as if it's fierce. I could have lived life doing that. And to see this grown woman, to like, our laptop laughing, that's the problem. You guys are pedophiles. You have accepted and normalized this pedophilia-centric world that you're in. And you think that the way you try to, and they try to be badass, like, bad. Trust, you can't even say Roy Moore. You can't even say that name. You know why? The reason why I say that name so often is because this man was allegedly picking up kids as young as 14 years old when he was 35 years old. Like, how many signs? How much can one do? Like, all the signs it's like, yo, you guys are the foulest human beings. You distorted your reality to the point where you like try to be fierce about playing child porn. I'm so thankful. They talk about how they're gonna frame you. We're gonna frame you. I bet. Oh. Knowing that, I know that these people torture children. Knowing that they torture women in ways that's so disgusting. There's even women literally say there's a lot of females involved in this. But the way they just trick themselves, it's like, oh, it's so bad. I'm like, you're so badass. You're so badass you can't even talk about this name. You can't even say that name. You're so badass that this article is almost making it sound like this indigenous community is like the Catholic Church with the problem of pedophilia. Women literally say there's a lot of females doing this, and you hear this try to sound fierce, like, we dare to say Roy Moore. Then they're like, no, remember what you did as a kid. It's like, what? Tell me, and what age should we talk about? Should we go very young? Like, what should we go infants? I just want to, like, how daring these people are. Daring to torture a 3-week-old. Daring to torture a 3-year-old sexually, by the way. Daring to torture 4 and 5 year old. Oh, by the way, add a little cherry on top of that. They with Down syndrome. Oh, maybe a 7 year old autistic child. Torture her in ways that are so horrible. She's screaming and crying nonstop. Sexual torture and suffocation. They can restrict your lungs on a 7 year old child. Oh, you could have chosen to do that, huh? Wow, how dignified you are. Oh, let's not even end there. Largest mass shootings that you just experienced this year in 2023. There's a lot of mass shootings. Just one just happened not too long ago. 3 people died. I don't know what about that one. It's just really new. In 2023, the largest mass shooting, which is in the number 10 in the U.S. history, this man killed 18 people, right? 18 men, and I think 16 adult men, one 14-year-old, and one woman died. You go into GoFundMe. These people all have babies, children. They almost all of them impacted a family where there's very young babies, there's kids of all ages, not being tortured, will not have a parents in their family, in their life anymore, because these losers, these cowards at war, push a man, the same tactic they do everybody, calling people pedophiles when they're kind of projecting reality, calling him a pedophile. This man loses his mind. This guy has guns. Not only he has gun, he knows how to use gun very well. He's a gun instructor. 18 dead, like that. One person. Well, these losers, these warriors, are daring up at these somethings. I myself had to, at some point, pray that I don't do anything. Because it's so easy to be agitated to the point where you want to do something. But look at this trash. These are bad. I can't even say Roy Moore. Pathetic loser. Let them get handled the way they need to be handled. Let them watch me suffer and scream, but let this trash live this life of humiliation. Torturing even infants. Oh, you didn't choose to do that, man. Yeah, y'all are so dignified. You just chose to be involved in a program that tortured children and women, that gives you the empowerment to torture me. And, by the way, it was going to happen to me regardless. You just now involved yourself in a program that does these horrible things. And now you're so fierce that you're going to implant child porn, coming from working for entities that have problem pedophiles, where there's a lot of agencies where they're finding out that their employees are downloading child porn on even the government devices, using even government Wi-Fi. This happens while I'm still able to process reality. Then I'll scream, I'll die, they castrate me, they imputed me, they did all that. But before that, this happened. If you tell me that this is not a way that is dignified in this, I'd rather rot away in a well and scream and cry than ever let these people escape into a fantasy. You can manipulate my brain, you can create your narrations and fantasies and block out reality. No. It's like there's a refusal from an external side that's like, you're not going to escape. You can't even say the name of a man that picked up kids as young as 14 years old. He was banned from the YMCA. They tell me how they're going to dare to frame me with these child retards here. And they're like, oh, he's so brave. I'm 13 years old. It's like trash. Yo, first of all, you know where I'm at? This trash here, there's actually people, predators, like you go, because they're like, predator. Oh my gosh, not only you work for predators, but here, I'm probably the safest person ever. These kids are literally trying to grab me. I'm so thankful. People have accomplished this purpose involved in this program. Some of them have accomplished so much more than I have accomplished. So much more. But look at them now. That's how life just that's how low you've gone in your life. Wow, thank you God. Me who have nothing, who is a nothing. Look at you. I can look at you. I can look at this trash like from the bottom feeders. We'll talk about even see. I'm on the calls with people who are CEOs and people who have accomplished many things, are involved in a lot of big things, and I'm looking at them try to like counter the reality of what I'm listening. Look, I can look at you for the bottom feeders that you are. Little old me. Is this not dignified? All these people, I will look at them as like, wow, they have accomplished anything. Like, we see this, they do that, in whatever, in whatever industry they're in. But look at how low they have to stoop. Look how low. Listen to this woman try to be like fierce about how they're gonna play child porn. To try to trick herself like, it's just like, we're so just like, that's badass. Oh, that bad. Yeah. You know what's your bad? Your bad is like, you can't even first of all say Roy Moore. Your bad is this article that exposes this agencies that gives you this world of yours, having a lot of problem with pedophiles and downloading child porn on government devices, even using government Wi-Fi. The fact that you this program that empowers you to be so powerful, torture babies, well recorded, well documented, that you sexually torture infants, not infants, toddlers, 3-year-old and stuff. 3-week-old, what they do is more like getting them sick and kind of make, like you know how they can make you sick and then kind of treat the sickness that made you experience. Like a proper guinea pig, but 3-week-old. Human. In every way, they've been humiliated, and I hate when they try to play like, ugh. So you're gonna die in the pool. I'd rather drown in the pool. I'd rather be all these horrible things. You even a program who just caused the largest mass shooting this year. You see what you're attached to now. Oh, you didn't choose that. Oh, what a brave person. You could have chosen that, or you could choose a 3-week-old baby being tortured. But you didn't do that because you're so brave. But for me, you're gonna involve in yourself in a program that is killing even babies. Trash. For me, I'm just so thankful because I saw them for what they are. I'm not subscribing to the manipulations. They're just so compromised. And when I mean compromise is the way they have to trick themselves into like deal with reality, that they have made themselves damn near retarded. People much smarter than me in any other cases, but when it comes to just being compromised, they compromise themselves. You're too weak in one way. Too weak. That's that opportunity of feeling like God was too good for you, that you got trapped into this nastiness and now you try to find a way to deal with it. Never. Well, you frame me and implant child porn, do your thing. I'm just thankful I never did this. I'm thankful that me and like being fierce about playing. Just imagine, looking somebody's like, we dared. It's our laptop. We're gonna implant child porn. So you. And I know there's a bunch of peddlers in these agencies. Fucking trash. To all my target individuals, stay strong. When I speak like that, it's just because my emotions have been pushed to speak this way because I deal and interact with people who have tried to normalize what they're part of. And I can't do that.